everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles. I'm excited to be back in my craft room. I'm home from my trip. I was gone 8 days, so it's felt like a long time. So we are going to do another one-page wonder, so I'm pretty excited. This one has a stacked side load pocket for the cover, and then it opens like this, and I did a journaling spot, another fun side pocket, and then 2 pockets inside. And of course you could put different features if you wanted to, but this is what I did. And it's made with one piece of 12 by 12 paper. But this piece here and these 2 pockets are just from another piece. So you will need some scraps or another piece of paper if you want to make the pockets the way I did. It has this fun little hinge here or something. I don't know exactly what to call that, but I just like how it flips open. And this paper is so cute. It is Let's Create by Echo Park, and it's all craft and scrapbook and sewing themed papers. So cute. So it says, it's so me. Craftiness is my happiness. I can't clean my craft room because I get distracted by all the good stuff I find. That's me. Let's see, this is a Maya Angelou quote, which I like. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. And then life is too short not to scrapbook everything, which is cute. That's the craft room one again. And then this says stitches of love, one to write on with some fun paintbrushes. So anyway, I may decide to, here, I have some of the cards that I'm going to use for the one we make together, but let's put one of these in here. This one's funny too. It says, my problem isn't that I buy too many craft supplies. My problem is that I shop faster than I create. So that's funny too. So, and then we have the I can't clean my craft room funny on the sticker. Okay, so let's make one. You need, use any paper you want. This is going to be cute with, I think, with any kind of paper. And I'm going to tell you about these silk ribbons too when I get to playing with ribbon here in a minute. But you'll need one 12 by 12 piece of paper. It's easy. You just then cut it in half. And this one had an orientation and I wasn't really paying attention. So this paper's should have been oriented, I guess, horizontally. Anyway, look at your paper before you cut it and then decide which way you want yours to be. This one didn't matter. I think these are supposed to be like things like a brayer, and then this side is a pretty green. So cut one piece 12 by 12 paper and half at 6 inches. I will put the measurements and the scoring in the description of the video below for you. All right, so the first one is very simple scoring. We are going to score it at 4 and at 8 inches on that 12-inch side. This one is not hard, but there's a little more to it. We're going to score at 1/2 inch. I'm going to look at my notes so I don't misspeak. 4 inches, 6 1/2, and then 10 inches. So it's a little different. Okay. Now I designed this and came up with this before I left my craft room over 8 days ago. So I'm hoping when I go to fold this up, I'm not going to have to fold it a bunch of different times to remember how I made the cover. But let's go ahead and fold on all the score lines. This is the piece that has the not just the 4 and 8, that's going to be that pocket cover. And like that one, I didn't crease that one very well, so just try to be neat. And then I'm going to decide how I want the paper to be. I'm thinking, yes, I'm going to do it like this. which is very similar to how I did my other one. Okay, so once you have, folded on all your score lines, turn your paper so that little 1/2 inch is to the right. And then start on the left and fold up, and then fold the next one back, and then fold this one up. So now you have 1, 2, and then this is going to attach it to the other piece. And you'll have those 2 cute pockets. Okay, so let me do that one more time. Start, have your 1/2 inch onto the right, start on the left and fold it up, and then back, and then you'll fold it forward, and the little 1/2 inch is going to go under. If you want the other, pattern of paper, of course, you're just going to fold it up and do the same thing. So I could do mine like this. All right, but I liked it the other way. All right, it is not hard once you get kind of used to it. Now, set that one aside. The next piece, again, just fold neatly. This is the one we scored at 4 inches and 8 inches. And if you fold neatly on those score lines, it should just fold right up. I'm just going to look at this one real quick. Okay, the 1/2 inch is going to attach to this piece to make the cover. And then this is just going to fold in like that. That's how easy it is. Now, I think the easiest way to make this work is let's go ahead and just glue our pockets together. So I'm going to turn it now with that 1/2 inch score, the top of my workspace. And I'm going to, let's glue this flap first because it's super easy. So it's the one that is at the end folded up. So I'm just going to add glue along the 2 sides and close it up. And then the next thing I'm going to do is fold this back, and we're going to add glue along those 2 sides. And here's the score line. And then we have one more place we're going to add glue. Fold it up. Now, the way we have it now, this still lifts up, and I don't want that. I want it to be solid. It's looking a little bit different. Okay, so we're okay. We're gonna lift this up, and I'm just gonna add glue in this section. And then when we fold it back down, this is going to be our lovely cover for our little mini journal. And it's nice and sturdy and it feels good. So I'm going to come back to this piece. And again, you may want to think about your colors and your patterns and how do you want it. This one will end up folding this way. And I really like it. So I'm good. So I'm just going to lay it down. I'm actually going to flip this one over and add adhesive just to this section, this little flap, and then I can bring this right up to that score line and fold it over. So glue just to this section. And then I'm going to hopefully have everything lined up straight. And if you haven't, I don't think I've cut my paper exactly perfect. So, it may be off just a tiny smidge. If that bothers you, look at it before you glue it down and you can trim them up. All right. So see how mine is off? I can probably, and it's probably because I just didn't cut the paper right at the beginning perfectly straight. Ah, there we go. Never knew it happened. It's just a tiny sliver. You may want to take it over, like if you do have like a big trimmer, or even open it up before you try to, you know, trim all those layers. Mine worked okay. Okay, so there we go. So when we open it up, it's going to open this way and then this way. Yeah, I love it. It's fun. Oh, wait. You know what? I also think I did. I glued this section here down. Now, one thing I thought of after I did it, it's coming back to me, is that I could have left it open as a top load pocket. So let's do that with ours. So you have it with the cover with your two side load pockets, and if you open, I really don't care that if mine opens this way. I want it to open with that little hinge in here. You could just leave this and have it more almost like an accordion style, but I am going to add glue in a U shape here, here, and here, and we're going to have a top load pocket on the cover. I did not do that with my prototype. I didn't think about it. I just put glue all over this section. So either way you want to do it will work. And I'm going to press it down. This is what happens when I come up with something and then I sleep for a week. No, then I don't come back to it for a week. I have to remind myself everything that I did. Okay, now it has that fun little hinge I was talking about. And it opens. And if you want, you can make some fun things to put in this big, deep pocket. Okay, so now, and I'll put the measurements for the pockets that I had planned for, which is one on this panel, and this is just 2 inches by 6 inches, and I'm gonna put it right along this side. So again, putting glue the bottom and the top and along one side, and I'm gonna put it right to the edge. Now we have another little side load pocket. Looks good. And again, see how mine's off? Just the smidge. It's okay. I'm just gonna grab my scissors. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I had a great time visiting with my aunt and stayed with some good friends of mine. It's always just so much fun when I'm there. I hope y'all are having a great beginning to summer. Now I'm going to do the 2 diagonal pockets. So this is a 4-inch square. I'm just going to cut it on the diagonal. And again, you can pick whatever patterns you want. You can use scraps for all of this, really anything that makes you happy. So I appreciate you guys. I tried to have, and I did. I had a few videos that came up while I was gone. You guys were great. I'm still working through all the comments. Hopefully by the time you guys are watching this, I will have responded to everyone's comments. That's important to me. I try to do that because you guys take the time to support me. So thank you. And if I haven't, I will hopefully get to it very soon. I was excited to see my husband and Julie, who started grad school, and our puppies when I got home. It was very nice. It's always hard to leave, but it is nice when I get home. When you have elderly family members and you're not sure when you're going to see them again, it's always hard to leave. There's a few tears involved. Okay, So I just attached them. If you don't want one, like a top load, you could turn it. If the pattern part doesn't matter to you, you could just turn it. And that would be super cute. So now I got into some fun ribbons, and these are just 2, and I just put them on some of my wooden spools. But it's silk. And I thought the colors actually looked really pretty with these papers. I used this one there. It's variegated, or I don't know, but it's super thin and beautiful. So I actually used tape and I did a bow. I'm trying to decide. I think I want to use this one because of these peachy colors. And I may do it a little different. For this one, I just tied a bow in the ribbon, and then I laid tape down and glued it. I'm thinking with this one, I might just do a flat strip and then tie a bow so the bow can be turned the other way. I don't know. I'm just thinking through my options. But with the ribbon, I have more to show you guys, but my plan is, and I'm hoping to even get to it today to get a few up. I'm going to do some ribbon samplers in my Etsy shop because I have some really cool ribbon and fibers that are in my stash anyway. And I've been wanting to do this. And then I got into this yard sale with all this beautiful ribbon. So I thought, let me do some samplers. And then I'll also be doing the seam binding as well. So anyway, that should be coming soon. I will make sure there's a link to my Etsy shop. I don't want as much of the gray, but I'm gonna do a touch of it. So all I did was just lay this down on the 2-sided tape. Look how nice and smooth it sticks. So this was a 1/4 inch tape, which was perfect for this ribbon. And like I said, I put some on the stools, but I have more of these 2 as well. So if this is something that you think is a good idea and that you like, let me know. I'm going to try to, like I said, just do like a yard or so of several different ones. And that way, if you're, building your stash and would like to add to it, you can go look. All right, so I'm going to do just a little bow. I'm sure I'm going to like them both how I did it, but I just thought I'd try something a touch different. It's probably not going to even look that different. All right, I'm going to cut it. So the other one, like I said, the bow was just tied in and I just carefully laid it, but I was thinking I may still put the bow the same way. Who knows? Let's see if there's a fun sticker or something to decorate. This one says, I'm the happiest when I'm crafting. I think these papers were made for me. This one says, I heart crafting. Let's see if I can, let's do that. Oh, I love it. So cute and happy. And then maybe a little bow. Maybe a little bow. Let's cut the tails a touch shorter. There. And I could do my hot glue gun, but I'm just going to take one of these glue dots and I'm going to pull it off onto my finger. It's super sticky. Just kind of ball it up, put it there. And then that's going to hold because this ribbon is very, very sheer is a good word for it, I think. All right, that's fun and cute and a little different. And then, of course, we can make all kinds of fun ephemera, but with this being, the cards that came with the kit, I'm just going to, I want to do a journaling spot. Always be creative, but I'm going to just tuck these into our pockets we made. Maker's gonna make. It says you can't buy happiness, but you can buy fabric, and that's pretty close. I agree. All right, we'll put those 2 there. And all I did with this one is I just used, this is again from that lace book, is I just used a piece of this for my journal spot. I'm going to get it to about the height that I want it. And I don't even care if it's perfectly straight, and I definitely want like a finger torn edge. And I don't know if you guys noticed, this is a project I decided not to ink, but you certainly can ink if you want to. And I'm just gonna glue this down. You could use notebook paper, ledger paper, any kind of neutral that you want. Coffee dyed, tea dyed paper would be pretty. I think I want the torn edge showing on the green. I think it'll pop well there. Let's see. Now, which one did I pick? I Heart Crafting. Let's do, this one is so funny. I'm saving it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it says, I'm a crafty girl. I make pretty things. I'll keep making and crafting until my fingers fall off. Then I will grab my adhesive runner, reattach those suckers, and make more pretty things. Which is me. That is so me. Let's put this one that says craft at the top. So if you guys can, or here, I'll put it down here. If you guys relate or think this paper is fabulous too, let me know. I will put a link in my Amazon store to the paper in case you want to go look at it. It's so fun and cute. And you could add more stickers, of course, more things in the pockets. I just think they're fun and so easy and fast. So this will be a great gift item, great to put in a journal pocket. I haven't thought about it. Let me look at it for a second. You might be able to, because I've been thinking about doing this with some of my one-page wonders. Because of this, I'm not sure it would work. I was thinking we could sew it into the signature of a journal, but I don't think that's going to work. But it's cute, and that makes me happy. I hope you guys like it, and I hope you'll make one. Let me know. Leave me a comment. Give the video a thumbs up. Until next time, have a great day.